And so, hi there, BookTube. This is my second part of my O.W.L.s vlog. The first part at this point will already be up, of course, so you may see that one. And this will be the second and last part of it. So, I'm starting this vlog in the evening of Sunday the 12th, which means that today is actually the Catholic Easter. I'm not Catholic, so I'm not celebrating, but something that I really wanted to do today because it was the right moment. I was feeling finally well enough to eat a little bit outside, well enough just because I was on a period. Nothing bad happened. I just was a little bit down and feeling a little bit low on energy, but now I'm feeling definitely better. So we had lunch in the garden on a small table, and I'm planning actually to have dinner like that too, so I will show you just a couple of things of my dinner today. I wanted to share something pretty and just lovely that I'm doing currently, trying to stay positive and just to think about the beautiful things, the things that are making me happy, which is not to tell that I'm shying away from the bad stuff that is happening, but still it's important to keep myself energized and thinking about good things too. And talking about good things, we have reading, of course. And I'm currently reading two books for my O.W.L.s. I'm reading The Daisy Picker, and I'm currently on page 120, and I'm reading at the same time as a body read In Paris with You, and on that one I believe that I'm around page 100 at this moment. And that book surprised me so much because it's actually in verse, and I wasn't remembering it for whatever reason. I heard about that book for the first time from oh my god, from who was it? It was an Australian booktuber. I can't remember her channel right now. It's Amanda, the Bookish Manicurist, I believe it was the name of the channel. Oh my god, I'm horrible. But it was Amanda, and she read it, and I thought that it was nice and lovely. I enjoyed the idea of reading a book like that. I thought that it was a simple contemporary, like a romance contemporary, but it's in verse, it's very unique, and I'm enjoying the experience so far. I will see how I will consider it at the end, but for now I am very liking the experience, and I'm hoping that I actually will be able to read a little bit more. And if I will be able to read a little bit more in April, I still have the desire to read An Enchanted April, which was one of the books that I really thought about reading in spring. And I mean, April, it's in the title. I want to read it, of course, so we will see if I will be able to achieve that extra goal of mine or not, but even like that I will be quite satisfied. So I will see you later. Good morning. It's Monday. Today is actually a day of festivities here in Italy still. They're Easter related, and I'm just woke up recently. I'm making myself tea, just showing you my tea cupboard full of different flavors of tea, but I will go with my absolute favorite one, the English caramel one. They were all in these bags, but when they're just good down enough, then I transfer them to these jars. I prefer them, so I just take off the label and put them on the jar. So let's get ourselves a little bit of tea just to start the day with the right kick, because I'm like that. I have to have my tea in the morning, otherwise I really don't function properly as a human being in the morning without my tea. So I always drink it, and I always drink it even when I arrive at my job place, because there I have to have a small boiler of water, and then I prepare myself some tea for my second breakfast, because apparently I'm like a hobbit. And for this morning I have here a piece of wonderful cake that my boyfriend's mom prepared, and it's a carrot and almond cake, but I will keep it for this afternoon because for this morning I have something very special that I prepared yesterday. Just let me share it with you. So here we go. I prepared some muffins yesterday. These are cinnamon and apple without butter, but instead with Greek yogurt. So these, I have to admit, they're not very sweet. I expected something a little bit sweeter, so in the future I will use probably a flavored yogurt, like for example a honey one, or I will use more sugar because they are good but not sweet at all. So for someone this may be perfect, but I hoped for more. So cinnamon, apple, and all of the base ingredients. And now let's get our tea going. And so the day may actually start. Today I hope that I will be able to, I don't know, probably just to read something like 50 pages of With You in Paris with you, and maybe like 20 or 30 pages of The Daisy Picker. We will see how it will go, but for now let's start our morning with this simple and I hope kind of delicious breakfast. See you later. So it's exactly noon right now, and I just wanted to share with you because at the end of the day I realized that I never shared with you my knitting work. Here it is. Yeah, these are like 75 rows of knitting. I know that rows isn't probably the correct term, but it is what it is with my English right now. And yeah, I'm slowly making my way through a cardigan. It's the first time for me. In the past I made simpler stuff, but it was like 14 years ago, so who even remembers? And this one is actually a cardigan, and the part that I showed you is supposed to be the back of it. So when I will finish it, I'm not even half through it, of course. So after I finish the back, I will have to do 2 front parts and then the sleeves, which will be the hardest part probably, because there I will have to use a knitting method that I never used. You will need to reduce or to just increase the number of stitches that you will put through, so it will be a new for me, but we will see how it will go. And meanwhile, I just wanted to tell you that finally I'm feeling good enough to go out and to exercise a little bit, so I will take my rope and I will try to skip a little bit. I will be gentler with myself this time because I used to skip like 200 times per day, but since I was completely like on a stop for more than 4 days, I don't think that I will be able to push through 200 skips, jumps, stuff, but I will try maybe with 100, 150, and I will see how I will feel, and then I will see if I will be able to exercise a little bit. But if I won't be, then I will just go for a shower. I will finally wash my head, which definitely needs washing, and afterwards I will get back, I will have lunch, and then I will get back to reading and knitting and editing photos. So that's the plan for today. And no, actually I have to do something else that I'm trying to put off, but I have to iron a huge bunch of clothes. All of the clothes that I took out that are like spring and summery, and I decided to take them out in order to iron them, but then the period came and I was completely destroyed for like 4 days, and I have this huge pile watching at me because I took everything out of the wardrobe and now I have to put it back, but before I have to, of course, iron it. So that's something not very fun that I will probably try and start doing today while listening to an audiobook, so I will have to decide what audiobook I want to go with. But yeah, these are the like housewives update for today, and I will see you later. And here we are in the afternoon. I skipped. I had lunch, I washed the dishes, I started reading a little bit of In Paris with You. I read something like 20 pages by now. And while I was washing dishes, something that I really enjoy doing is keeping myself occupied because it's boring. And so I end up listening to some audiobooks, and I decided to start, let me show you, The Inner Life of Animals. It's by Peter O.W.L.s, so the same author of the books about trees that I read, and this one is about animals. I'm just like less than an hour in the book, but it seems very interesting because it really tries to show you the point of why animals are kind of more similar to us than we want to admit as far as emotions and reactions are concerned. And so I'm listening to it. And meanwhile, right now I started editing some photos. My goal is to actually edit 5-6 photos for today. I edited one already, so I have 5. And this means that probably I will be able to finish it by today, so that I will be able to send to the model and to the makeup artist the photos finally, which will mean that I will have just 10 more photos to edit in order to finish this photo shoot. And meanwhile, moreover, I'm trying to edit a video of my trip to Croatia last year. I've never edited it at the end of the day, so I'm doing a bunch of different stuff so that I'm not focused only on one thing. I can actually change idea, and I'm becoming more and more red, and I'm kinda about to sneeze because allergy. So see you later. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday the 14th. And yesterday I completely forgot to actually update you on what I've done at the end of the day. So I achieved my goal of reading 50 pages of In Paris with You, and now I read a little bit more just in order to finish the 4th chapter, which means that for now I will stop and I will wait for Svetlana to catch up a little bit so that we will restart together. And I'm glad of taking a pause from that book because it's going in directions that I wasn't expecting at all, and it's an interesting reading experience, that's for sure. I'm not sure if I like it right now or not, but it's unique in some ways, so I will for sure go on and finish it, but I will wait a little bit. So today I will focus more on my reading of The Daisy Picker, and I've read none of that yesterday, so I hope to read like at least 30 pages maybe today. And then I will go on with my listening experience of the audiobook that I'm listening currently that I showed you yesterday, and that one I will for sure do while ironing because yesterday I done none of that. Yeah, it went greatly yesterday apparently. So I have to iron, and then I have to go outside and skip a little bit. Maybe today I will reach finally 200 and start getting back to exercises like abs and so on. So I will see how it will go and if I will manage to do it. Plus I have 3 photos left that I had to edit on Photoshop yesterday, but I ended up doing only like 3 or 5 of those, and 3 more I still have to go with. So these are the plans, and of course they are less than yesterday because today I'm smart working, which means that I have to work and I have to do everything else in the spaces in between. So we'll see how that goes, and I will update you later. Bye! And back to some exercising. And today is Wednesday the 15th, and this is what boredom makes you do, like filming in bed, laying down. Yep. And I just wanted to share with you that I reached currently page 140 kinda of the Daisy Pickers. I'm still waiting for getting back to get back to In Paris with You. And today I reached my goal of getting at the exact half of the back of my cardigan that I'm knitting. so I'm very glad about it. And what else? What else can I tell you about my updates? Oh yeah, I finished that part of editing photos that I was willing to do, and now I have the last bunch of 10 photos to edit in order to completely finish this photo shoot. So my plans now are to go outside, skip a little bit, do a bit of exercises because it's already afternoon, and afterwards I will probably like take a shower, wash my hair, that definitely needs washing right now, and then I will attend my belly dance lesson in the evening because my teacher is amazing and she is trying to keep us fit and keep practicing thanks to video lessons. And so we're still going on with our lessons, and it's very useful and it helps me to keep myself like active, and it really makes me happy to dance, so this is a good thing. And the reading plans for today, since I worked in the morning so I've read nothing, I believe that today my goal will be like to read 20 or 30 pages maybe of the Daisy Pickers, and maybe to go a little bit farther into the audiobook that I'm listening. Yesterday I was able to iron a little bit, so today I plan to iron a little bit more in the evening if I will manage between exercises and dancing. We will see. So yeah, a bit of an ambitious plan. That's fun to think about this stuff as ambitious. That's how your priorities change when you are at home stuck for who knows how much. So yeah. This is it for this update, and I will see you later. So, I do have half an hour before my lesson starts. I exercised a bit, and currently I'm reading just in order to let the time go. I'm reading the Daisy Picker, and I kinda reached the point at which something bad happens, and I wasn't expecting it for sure. I remember that probably like the premise of the book told something about a heartbreaking moment too, but it was so sudden, it was all heartwarming and fuzzy, and how this happened, so I was kind of taken aback for a moment, but I'm still enjoying it, so I will push through and I will go on with it. So still my idea is to read like 30 pages, maybe now I will read like 10 and then a little bit more in the evening after dinner. And as you may see, I'm waiting for the lesson. This is my belly dance belt, very noisy belt, but it's so funny to wear it actually. When you wear it you suddenly feel like, I don't know, joyful and happy, because just the sound of it is kind of happy. And since I'm sharing with you stuff, here is my masterpiece, which is not, but this is the half of my cardigan's back. Yep, this is it. It's kind of coming together in whatever way, but yeah, I hope that it will come out decently at least, because for now it's easy. The hard part will be with the sleeves, as I already probably told you. So yeah, that's the idea, 30 pages, and then I think that we will see each other tomorrow. It's Saturday the 18th, kind of the end of Saturday actually, because it's 7 p.m. right now, and I just made myself a hot toast with cheese, melted cheese and ketchup, something that really was my jam when I was a little girl, and for whatever reason I just craved it, so here I have that with a cup of tea. Yeah, before dinner, whatever. I'm here just for a short update. Well, first of all, I finished reading In Paris with You, and so this evening I will try, or tomorrow morning I will try and write down my thoughts so that we will exchange them back and forth with my buddy for this buddy read. And then I'm only half an hour away from finishing the audiobook that I was listening, and I'm 70% in the Daisy Picker, which means that if everything will go according to the plan, tomorrow I will be finally able to finish it, and so I will have time to pick one more book in April, which would be just amazing and perfect. And what else? I finished this morning to edit finally the photos from the photo shoot that was pending, and this means that now I have just one more photo shoot left from my archives at this point, and it's the one with my best friend, so I will for sure get to it. Probably tomorrow I will start selecting the photos. And if you're curious about my photography kind of experience, passion, whatever, just go and check the link in the box. There is my Facebook page and my Instagram, and I post here and there. On my Instagram I mainly post my travel photos at this point, but on my Facebook it's actually my photography page, so if you're curious you may go and check it out. And yesterday I I downloaded Animal Crossing for phone because I really wanted to check what's all this buzz about, and I have to tell you, it's a strange game. I don't think that I'm into it full-heartedly, but it's addicting, so probably I will delete it like Monday, so that I will have today and tomorrow to play a little bit more, just because it's really addicting, and it's not good for me to be addicted to a game, and I really need to check it, because if I start playing then I'm not reading, I'm not doing anything else, so I really need to keep that on check, so I will probably delete it. But yeah, these are the updates for today. I don't think that I will have any more this evening, and if everything will be okay, tomorrow I will start filming the second part of my try and unhaul video for the letter A on my ebook. Yeah, that was a long title. And today is Monday. I'm so bad at it. I swear to you, every day I start the morning and I think like, okay, today I can start and do a proper vlog for a day with everything in it, and then it's like 2 p.m. and then it's 5 p.m. and then it's too dark to film. Today I'm kind of borderline because it's 6 right now, and I just picked up the camera to tell you a couple of things, because first of all, I think that I've not told you anything about In Paris With You, that I actually finished, and I liked it, but it was very strange. I think that I will actually film a full review for that book, because it's very unique. Not only it's written in verse, but there are some things that are kind of unique to that book. So I will for sure delve more into it in a proper video, a proper review, because I believe that it's worth it. And it's not my favorite, but still worth it, worth of attention, and probably there is an audience that will enjoy very much that book. Sorry for the screaming in the background. My boyfriend is killing aliens with his friends. Yeah, but the reading situation is actually that 0. I've read nothing at all, because in the last 2 days, from Friday and up till today, I had some difficulties at reading, at concentrating on reading actually, and at even desiring to read. It wasn't there for whatever reason, so I've done something else. I edited some photos, I edited a bunch of videos, and some of those you will be seeing in the weeks before this video will go up, of course. And yeah, I was just keeping myself occupied. Otherwise, it happens sometimes, so I really try not to force myself to read in those moments. But I still have 40 pages to finish the Daisy Picker, so I hope that today I will be able to do so, even if now I have the time to eat my biscuits with my tea. And then at 7 there will be a dance course, and now I will have dance courses twice a week, because our teacher told us that since we're not practicing in a physical space anymore, so she doesn't need to pay the rent and so on, we will have our fee reduced. But I already paid it for the whole year, which means that now I'm allowed to follow 2 lessons and not only 1. So that's the reason why I will have lessons on Mondays evening and on Wednesdays evenings too. So we will see how it will go. The Monday ones are kind of for intermediate and advanced dancers, and I'm not, like, not at all. But I'm still glad, even if I have to admit that every evening I really have to struggle to force myself to dance. I love it. I love how I feel afterwards, but before I always have to overcome this sensation of laziness, this feeling of not wanting to do anything. And unfortunately, I would love to tell you that it's because of the isolation and the mental condition in which everyone is right now, but nope. I always was like that with every physical activity, like always. So this was my problem when I went to the gym, and even if after the gym I was feeling like all energized and pumped up, more often than not I just skipped gym. So that was a waste of money, definitely, in the past. I won't redo it again. But now, since it's dancing and since I'm at home, like I'm not working, so after work I have to go to dance, now I'm really trying to just do my best and keep going on and to practice, just because I need it. Even if I, again, am skipping kinda all of the days, not today because today is gloomy and rainy actually, so I wasn't able to skip, and tomorrow it's like that too, but I was able to exercise a little bit in house, well, here, and it's already something. But now I'm craving sweets, so I will eat, I will try to read a little bit, and then I will have my lesson. And I hope that tomorrow I will wake up with a bit more of an energized feeling, so that I will be able to start new projects, to start filming something new, and we will see. Probably this vlog will end here, and I will maybe film a third part for the last 10 days of this readathon experience. So it was a pleasure. I know that I'm bad at doing it. I hope that you're not too bored in watching it. And for now, bye!